everyone. Thank you for coming back. Today, we're going to explore love, which is the first fruit of the Spirit mentioned in Galatians 5:22. If you missed last week's video, go check it out. I talked about Galatians 5:22, which is the fruits of the Spirit, and the need for us to keep checking ourselves. Because if we're missing any one of these fruits of the Spirit, it's time for us to seek God more and see what we're missing and see how we can make it better. If we have God inside of us, then we should be displaying these fruits of the Spirit. One thing that I want to say is fruit of the Spirit. The word fruit in Greek is Karpos, which is a call to action. It's work, it's action. So it's not something that you just learn, not just something that you receive, but it's something that you do. When you receive these fruits of the Spirit, something that you show, you display, something you do. It's a call to action. So I'm going to read Galatians 5:22, and then we're going to dive right in to find out what love really means, right? But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. So what is love, first of all? Love, according to Webster's dictionary, is strong affection for another arising out of kinship or personal ties, attraction based on sexual desire, affection based on admiration. According to the Bible, what does love mean? Well, of course, 1 Corinthians chapter 13 says this. Verse 4. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. And 1 John chapter 4 verse 8 says, anyone who does not love does not know God, for God is love. That's what the Bible says about love. Now let's look at the 8 types of love that psychologists recognize as love and Greek philosophers taught us. The first one is Storgue, which is empathy love. It's a love of a child. It's loving a family member. Second one is Eros, which is an erotic love. It's a romantic love. It's a sexual love. Third one is Philia, which is an affectionate love for friendships, the way you love your best friend, the friends you know. Ludus is a playful love, is when, think about when you first meet someone new and you're teasing each other and you're playing, or those people who just want to play around and be players. That is Ludus. Pragma is a long-lasting love. Think of those people that have been loved for married for about 50 years or so. Phileutia is love of self. This is not something that you're thinking that you're better than anyone else, but rather self-care. You're thinking of your mind, you're taking care of yourself. This is self-care. This is not an egoistic in any way. There's mania, which is an obsessive type of love. Yes. And then the best one, of course, is agape, which is a selfless love or an unconditional love. Agape is a type of love that Jesus Christ showed for us in the cross when he died for us. This is the type of love that God shows us on a daily basis. It does not matter how much we fail God, he still shows us that type of love, that unconditional love. And this is actually the type of love that is described in the fruits of the Spirit in Galatians chapter 5. It translates into agape, the Greek word. And this is an unconditional love. What does it mean for us as human beings? Of course, we're not going to die on the cross for anyone, hopefully, right? But this is that kind of love that doesn't matter how much they fail, you're still going to stick around. Doesn't matter how much they hurt you, you're still going to love them. You're still going to take care of them. we like to preach love, and we like to talk about love and think about flowers and butterflies everywhere, and it's so beautiful when we repeat, 1 Corinthians chapter 13 at weddings, and it's so beautiful in practice. But when it's time to actually show love to other people, when somebody hurts you, when somebody fails you, and you have to stick around, that's where we draw the line. It's a lot easier when somebody fails next to you for you to go and call your best friend and talk about them instead of actually being there for the person who failed. Actually extending a hand for that person who needs someone there instead of gossiping about them. It's showing love for for nature. It's showing love for human beings around you. It's showing love for the people on the streets. It's showing love no matter what they look like. It doesn't matter how they smell. Doesn't matter what kind of past they had. Doesn't matter how much they fail you. You're still loving on them. You're still forgiving them. You're still being there for them. And this is a call to action. Fruits of the Spirit, each one of them is a call to action. Sometimes we learn things and a lot of things, but we keep to ourselves. But God here in this verse is telling us to actually go out and love on people, to actually practice love, even though it's hard sometimes, even though you're going to struggle and you're going to pray and you're going to say, God, they don't deserve the love, but neither did you. We did not deserve God's love. We did not deserve Jesus' love on the cross for him to die like that for us. We fail him on a daily basis. But if he was able to show us that type of love, that unconditional love, and forgive us time and time again, how can we not forgive others? How can we not show love to others? It's going to be hard sometimes, but this is the type of love that God is telling us to show to other people. It's a call to action, and I hope that you answer that call. May you stay blessed, and I'll see you guys next time.